I'd like to welcome you to the Black USA Morning Show. My name's Donnie Glover, and it's been a busy work week. Today we're going to talk with an entrepreneur straight out of Dunbar High School. Go Poets, Chef Debbie. How you doing, Chef?
I am wonderful. How are you this morning?
I'm good. It's a little nippy out there. A little nippy outside. So what's happening in your world?
I like it. We were spoiled, yeah. What's happening in my world? I am Nelson, owner and operator of Debbie's Cuisine Catering LLC. Stepped out on faith 2013 to pursue this full time. Got introduced to the adult daycare world, and we currently serve 5 locations. Due to COVID, our numbers are low, but that's expected with everyone. But we serve really good food to the adult daycare world. We make the food fresh every day from scratch, and we deliver it hot to the different locations at the required times. In addition to that, I have a wonderful cream of crab soup, which Mr. Donnie had. Hope he liked. I'm sure he did.
It was like a whole crab cake in there.
Yes. Thank you. It is the best cream of crab soup, and it also won the opportunity to go on Shark Tank. I'm in the second round of the process, and the second round required a video and an application to be sent to the ABC studios in California. So I'm waiting to hear from them. And it's been no news is good news. And in addition to that, I believe I have found a location to move my operation to. With that being said, it comes to getting the right backing financially. I do have some funds, but I need some more. So the purpose of this podcast for me is to get the information out there, to maybe connect to some individuals who could help me navigate the process moving to the next level. And the next level, as I just said, would to have my own location. Right now I'm in a shared kitchen, which is our kitchen over in Govins. I've been there since they opened in 2016. And now it's just time for me to move on. And like I said, I did find a turnkey operation, beautiful operation. Can't really say too much about it because I'm under NDA. But I do need support with this process. And this process would give me the opportunity to become my own Be More kitchen. So that's what's happening with me.
What part of town would you want it to be in?
I would like to stay on the east side of town because a lot of my clients are on that side of town. Or county. But I would love to stay in Baltimore City. The purpose, the mission and purpose of my business. The purpose and mission for my business is to feed those who can't speak for themselves and to also feed second chance opportunities. In addition to adult daycare, I feed drug rehab facilities. They get a hot meal every day. I also provide the lunch boxes for all of Baltimore County police precincts. So I feed the prisoners that are sitting in the precincts. So those are the types of people I want to eat my food, because my mission, like I said, is to help people. And if I can feed them food that may remind them of their mother or when they were younger, maybe it would trigger something in, you know what, they wouldn't want to see me like this. Let me get myself together. That's the purpose of me feeding home cooked meals to individuals who normally wouldn't have an opportunity to eat the quality of food that we serve. Can't hear you, Donnie. Still cannot hear you. Donnie, I cannot hear anything you're saying.
That's what it is. Okay, my bad.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Okay, no problem.
when did you start cooking?
I'm from Westport, and I started cooking when I was 4 years old. And the story that I have is I see it whenever I tell the story. I'm standing on a chair cleaning chicken in those deep sinks that we used to have in the projects. And that's when I started cooking, 4 years old. And I've been cooking ever since. Love it.
So what about the cream of crab? Where'd you get the recipe?
The recipe is my recipe. When I moved out on my own, my first apartment, and as you know, I love to cook. So I invited my family over Thanksgiving. And as an appetizer, I said, when they ate the crab, this is the best. And that's when I had what Oprah calls an aha moment. I said, I have something here. And it just sat for a minute because I was still working, accountant for Levendale, was there for 12 years. But I would make it every once in a while. And I would sell it to different companies, on Fridays. Um, my manager, husband, wrote a song about it. That's how much he loved it. And I have
Wow.
a girlfriend who unfortunately lost a pet, and her grandson was so sad. And he loves my cream of crab soup at that point. I mean, the soup gave him the ability to move on. That's how much love I put into that soup. And that's, like I said, that's my goal. I want people to be happy when they're eating my food and enjoy it. And I try to make it as healthy as possible, by the way.
Does cream of crab have roux in it?
Yeah, I make my own roux. Yes.
What's in roux?
Roux is a combination of a fat and a flour. And you can make it as thick as you want or as thin as you want.
Now, do you ever put sherry in it?
Yes. The one you had cherry in it. Yes.
So how do you get to sell it around the world? Have you figured that part out? Like Fadley's, they send them
No,
crab cakes all over the world.
like I said, I sent my product to ABC, so I know it ships well. Just a simple process of shipping it frozen on dry ice, and it freezes well. My product lasts in the freezer 3 months without breaking. When I say breaking, the cream in the liquid
Separating.
separates. But yes, so my crab soup does not do that. I'm sitting in the freezer for 3 months, and it can sit in the fridge for 7 to 10 days without spoiling. So, to answer your question, that's part of why I'm here because I need help navigating my way through these opportunities. I would love the opportunity to sell my cream of crab soup online. There are many people who cannot get what we have here on the East Coast, which is seafood, or many people who may have moved away from Maryland and missed that craving for that real crab taste. So that's who I want to have as my customer base.
And this is the number 410-504-2848.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how's Dunbar doing? How are Dunbar alumni treating you?
Oh, I'm on a committee for the class of '84, and we put together some events every once in a while. I'm also a treasurer, so I keep tight reins on the monies that we have currently in our pot. So we are a class, I believe, one of the classes that sticks together like glue. Whenever we have an event, we have at least 75 to 100 people show up. And that's saying a lot for a class that graduated 35 plus years ago.
So, what does the Dunbar legacy mean to you and your business?
Dunbar legacy means everything to me because that school produces quality individuals like yourself. A lot of us are entrepreneurs. A lot of us are highly educated. A lot have gone into the health field, field. So Dunbar's legacy means the world to me because I'm representing my people. I'm representing the school. And to do that, I can't be out here misrepresenting myself because I have a niece who attends Dunbar, and I'm very proud of that. And I let her know that we. So for me, the legacy is continuing because she printers. We've donated, I think, micro to maintain the connection between alumni and the current staff.
Mhm. So, what is one of the biggest lessons you've learned being an entrepreneur?
Open to hear constructive criticism and advice. As an entrepreneur, you tend to think you're in it alone. You're on an island by yourself. And that's not the case. It's hard as an entrepreneur to allow others to help you because this is your baby. You birthed this thing. And for someone to come in and say, hey, you should be considering X, Y, and Z, or maybe you can do it another way, it's like you're telling me how to raise my child. But once you get over yourself and accept the help, it's a wonderful, wonderful adventure.
Nobody knows it all.
Exactly. And
You can.
that's why I am transparent. I need help because I have a great business base. I've been in business full time since 2014 up until late 2020. We were debt free, but I had to make some decisions. I am proud of that. I am proud of the fact that we are still here. Not at the capacity that we were in 2019, but we are still here. We're still open. We're still operating, and people are still calling, asking if they.
So I imagine the holidays are a good time for business, holiday parties and all.
We have stepped away from personal catering. Our catering consists of government contracts only. So during the holiday, we get to enjoy time with our families.
Okay.
Yeah, we are strictly government contracts. We do contracts year to year. So we know our revenue is going to be guaranteed. So that's why I say I have a great product base. I just need help building that solid foundation so we can
What
continue
what
to
what
add additional.
what specifically do you need help with?
I need help with creating an SOP, Standard Operating Procedure Manual. I need help with picking out the right software for recipe building, for inventory control, and for invoicing. I need assistance with funding. I have funding, but I need a little more just to be able to, if I see a brick and mortar, I can actually be in the running, so to speak, for the bidding of that place. So angel investors. I also need someone to upgrade my website.
What's wrong with your website?
I
It look
need
nice to
assistance
me.
with I need to be able to, if I'm going to sell the soup online, I need to be able to have customers go to my website, click on what they want, pay for it through the website, and then we ship it out. I don't have that attached to my website. I need to be able to accept EBT transactions because I can sell my product cold. And also logo, an upgrade to my logo. I think that it's time to spruce it up a little bit, make it look a little more adult. Because the crab logo, she's a play on me. She looks like me. So let's spruce her up a little bit. I've matured since then.
And so
So
who's
that's
on
my
your
wish
team?
list.
Who's on your team? Tell us about
Who's
your
on my
teammate.
team? I have a kitchen manager who has 20 plus years in the restaurant business, who runs the kitchen. I have a prep cook who has experience running five-star restaurants in New Orleans. And then my last prep cook has experience here locally running the kitchens out of local hotels.
Mm-hmm.
Then my support staff, I have an assistant who helps me navigate my way through all the paperwork. She's my legs for me. So if I have to do some things for the business as far as running to the stores or getting something they need, she's that person for me. And then I have another support person who supports the kitchen staff. So whatever they need, if they need something packaged or if they need something, if they need to know what's required for the next day, we have that person, which is called a utility person. And then I have 2 drivers who do the deliveries. So that's my support staff right now.
So we got some comments on the side. Leroy McKenzie, why don't you hit that link for me? Come on, share that advice you have for Debbie. We've got people on here from Florida, California. Why should they
Wow.
cream of crab soup?
Good morning, everyone.
What's so special about your cream of crab?
What's so special about the cream of crab is it has a flavor. It tastes like it's fresh from the sea. Every bite that you put on that spoon, every morsel of crab meat is running through that soup. You are guaranteed crab meat in every bite. Guaranteed. I stand behind it. Donnie, did
So
you
let
have
me ask
crab
you, have
meat
you
in every
gotten,
bite?
you damn right. Any celebrities? Have you turned on any celebrities to your food?
When I was doing personal catering, I was the personal chef for Pastor Jamal Bryant and his family. Whenever celebrities would come to town, they ate my food. I had people, Reverend Jesse Jackson ate my food. Marvin Sapp had my food. Fantasia has eaten my food. Just so many different celebrities. I was also on Real Housewives of Potomac catering for. So I did an episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. So yes, I'm stepping out there. They are very well aware of my food. Bishop John Bryant loves the soup. That's the extent of celebrities that have had my product so far.
So do you sell it, and can you sell a crab soup in container? Can a person buy it one time?
Oh, we can continually, it's made to order. So we can continually have products sent out wherever we need to send it. That would not be an
I mean, can
issue.
you send out like a quart?
Oh, yeah, we have 8-ounce containers, 12-ounce containers, 16-ounce containers, and 32-ounce containers. It depends on the preference of the customer.
Now I've seen cream of crab soup made with bacon before. You got bacon in yours?
That's a different recipe. That's shrimp, crab, fresh corn, and bacon bisque. It's delicious. Fresh corn off the cob. So that's
Okay,
my
so Debbie,
take
we got
on
some.
the bisque with the bacon.
So Debbie, meet Leroy.
Hello.
Leroy's he runs JNF Enterprises, and he has all kinds of wisdom. I bet you do. Out there in Oakland, you
Wonderful.
got people out in Oakland talking about bacon. It's 7 o'clock out there. All right, okay. Go ahead, Leroy. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Donnie. Good morning. Thanks for having me pop in. But pleasure to meet you. And I'm sorry I didn't get the name because I just came on like a little while, just a few minutes, maybe like 5, 10 minutes ago.
It's
Chef
Debbie,
Debbie.
Chef
Oh,
Debbie.
Chef Debbie, Chef Debbie. And I heard you talk about that cream of crab. I got to get me some of that because that is my favorite, my favorite
I
soup.
can get it to
But
you.
now, are you here? Are you here in Baltimore?
Yes, I am.
Okay, because I heard you, I just heard you speaking about the different aspects of your business that you needed. You talked about the logo, the funding, and I'm going to speak specifically for the funding. I want you to write this corporation down, or the company name. It's called Baltimore Community Lending.
Okay.
They are a organization that specializes in assisting business owners here in Baltimore in pretty much every aspect that you just talked about, with funding,
Okay.
with doing business planning and everything like that that they have. They are awesome people to connect with, to be connected with. They walk you through the whole process of
Okay.
all of that. So they would be
Okay.
great to connect with. What I'll do is I'll send you, if you can make sure that I get your contact information. I will connect you with them as well and let them
Wonderful.
know, that I connected with you on the show, and then they can set up a time to be able to talk with you specifically about your business, what you're trying to do, and then they'll take you from there. They'll walk you from there.
Okay.
Logo, all of those things. We can talk offline because you and I can communicate. Getting your logo done, all of those things. I have business associates, business partners that do all of those things that have to deal with the business too, with that
Okay.
aspect of your business too. And we can talk about how you could get the word out about that great food you got. And
Yes.
you just gave a whole list of folks, famous people. Donnie just asked you about a whole famous list of people. You need to be reaching out to them, ask each of them to give you a simple testimonial. Just if they want to do it written, or if they want to do a quick, let's say 60-second to 2 minute video testimonial for you that they can
Okay.
send to you. You pop that up on your website, that with them talking about the food that you've done, especially if you've been personal chefs for those folks that you talked about. Oh yeah, you want to let people know that you've done that, because that lets other people know, not to say the legitimacy, but the quality
Yes.
of the work that you do, but the quality of
Yes.
the food and the service that you offer to people. And
Okay.
that will bode well. That will
Okay.
bode well for you. That will give you some of the exposure as well for you, and then I'll also talk to you about how you go about branding and marketing your business to get it out there, to get the word out there. In addition to being here on Mr. Donnie Glover's show
Yes.
and doing great things like this, but also other venues and platforms that you can use to talk about food and to talk about everything that you do as a chef, as a personal
Okay.
chef too.
Okay. I am ready. I am ready.
So
Awesome.
I will look forward to that conversation and making things happen as quickly as possible because time is of the essence for
Okay.
me, meaning I would like to make a move. I'm trying to get myself in the middle. I would like to make a move from where I currently have my business set up to my own brick and
Hmm.
mortar and give
Got you.
other
Got
caterers who are just starting out an opportunity that I didn't have.
you. Hmm.
That's my goal. So, in addition to helping them, that's also another revenue stream. So,
Leroy,
that's
Exactly.
why,
Leroy, given that the pandemic is going on, should her options be larger than normal? Considering that, I was downtown last night. There's many spots that are not open, or many spots that have closed. What's the mindset in moving forward on a brick and mortar right now?
Well, it's probably going to depend. I would say that's something that you certainly want to look into as an option for you. And as you delve more into your numbers and you look at, hey, where am I? And then you look into what it's going to cost you to actually run your business in the brick and mortar. You make sure that the numbers make sense to you. You make
mhm,
sure that that your business plan allots for you to be able to do that right now. And even if it's not something that you can do right now, if you put the
work
plan, if you put the
towards it.
strategy in place, then you can
Mhm.
have a goal or an assignment as to when you want to move into or be in a brick and mortar. If it's not
Yes,
2022, let's say it might be 2023, something like
exactly.
that, where you have a goal to be able to work towards.
That plan of action works for me because the foundation is what I want to be solid so that
Right.
anything that we put on top of it, the foundation will not crumble. So I'm
Correct.
willing to put in the work and the time. I've been doing this full time for 7 years. If I have to wait another year or two, I'm okay with that.
Mhm.
As long as we're
Absolutely.
building something towards my empire. And I
Debbie, I want to
believe,
share this with you.
mhm,
Let me share this with you, especially in certain industries. I've seen people build up an establishment that they're renting. They build it up. They start their business there. Nobody was even looking at the building, but this new
mhm,
entrepreneur gets in there, 3 years, 4 years, and they booming. What happens, Leroy? What do the landlord do, Leroy?
Mm.
raise the rent.
They're going to they're going to raise the rent. They look at that, but then also they'll say, hey, there's something here, and they may even look to expand themselves, within that area and everything like that. If they see that you're bringing something valuable to that particular community and
They
neighborhood,
start
hey,
they start counting your money, Debbie.
yep,
Yes,
yeah,
they want
hmm
a
And
percentage
so
of
what
it.
I'm getting to is, and I've seen it, East Baltimore, a lot of them beauty
hmm
salons. Girl, the
hmm
woman builds it up, builds it up, builds it up. Next thing you know, the landlord come by counting her money, and he go up on the rent. Then they got to move. My point is, own it.
Hmm.
Yep, Donnie,
Hmm.
you nailed it. What does Brother Terrence say? Own the bricks. Own the bricks. Own the bricks. Because when we own it, then you become the landlord and you can actually be the one that start counting other people's money. You know what I'm saying? And not just your money, but
I mean,
you're able to
interject here.
control what's going on. Yeah.
The brick and mortar that I'm referring to is ownership. I'm not looking to rent from anyone because I see how it works. And I'm putting your kids through school, essentially. So why not purchase my own building and pay my company rent? and also have other caterers come in and pay rent. That's
I
the
love
goal
it.
for me.
I love it.
When I say brick and
That's
mortar, we're not talking renting. We're talking purchasing a building.
And so
yeah,
then on that note, location is everything.
Hmm.
Location, location, location.
Yes.
Like you said, your base is in East Baltimore. You want an easily accessible place. And it wouldn't hurt to know what the future plans are for
absolutely.
that area.
Yep,
Something you can find out from planning down in Baltimore City or planning in Baltimore County or the elected officials that we vote for. And so this is a great lesson in understanding how all of this stuff works together. The people that we vote for, the people that are calling us right now, vote for me for governor and all of that, the state senators from your federal level, your U.S. senators, your Congress people, down to your state level, your state senators and delegates, down to the city council. Each of those layers, these elected officials represent you, whether it's at Baltimore City Hall, in Annapolis, or Washington, D.C. And so we have to better figure out how to make them work for us.
Exactly.
And then what I also wanted to share with you is a lesson from my dad. And this was on his third funeral home. He said, overhead will kill you. Overhead will kill you. So keep it affordable. Keep your budget. Don't go dying and stressing out over something. Just keep it affordable. A lot of times, I want a Maserati, but I
Hmm.
might only have $2 enough to catch the train. Well, master catching the train then.
Hmm.
I mean, you know the process.
Exactly.
And I learned this for myself 20 years ago. Me, I don't need a building. Some people don't need a building, but some people do.
Yes.
And so at first I thought I wanted a building. Then I thought, why do I want a building for me? Was it to impress my colleagues?
Exactly. The
Because
Joneses.
at the end of the day, that ain't going to pay the bill. And I
Exactly.
ended up letting it go the first year because I found that all I need is a computer. That's all
Hmm.
I need is a computer and internet connectivity. I could be in Aruba.
sitting on the beach somewhere, Donnie.
But other things you need. And so here's one other thing I share with you, Debbie. Strategic partnerships.
Hmm.
Have you looked around your family or your circle of people that you trust with your life? Do any of them cook?
They're not interested.
Nobody you know. I understand that too. It
No,
happens.
they're not interested. So we've gone down that road. My sister, Sharon Gamble, who is a phenomenal woman of color in the business world, has helped me tremendously. But in the words of my sister, she ain't cut no more GD carrots. But if I need her in any capacity, she's there, along with other family members. But to be in it long term, no.
Leroy, any advice on that? On who our natural allies are? And Debbie makes a great point. Some people help you get started, but they might be just for the season.
Yeah, I mean, here's my best. You don't have to necessarily have it just your friends and family because honestly, your friends and family aren't going to see your vision.
Hmm.
And your
A lot
vision
of
is
times.
not for. Yeah, right,
Exactly.
right.
Mhm.
Then it's not for them. So what I talk about, what I tell people to do, what I talk about doing is having developing relationships, developing partnerships, developing collaborations, people who have the same mindset as you, and then even those individuals or those people that are in the industry that you're in. And
Yes.
you seek to say, hey, because you have a common interest. So they're going to understand cutting the carrots. They're going to understand
Yes.
the building of the business and everything like that. So you want to put yourself in those places and positions where you can meet those people, whether it's through different platforms like this, whether it's through networking events, whether it's through other people that you know that are in industries. Building relationships or resources. The
Yes.
more relationships that you start to build and that you have, it might not necessarily be that person, but they may know someone who is connected to someone that you may need. I call it your circle of impact. Have you who's in that circle of impact that you can partner with, that you can collaborate with, and that you can build relationships with, that will allow you to be able to build and do what it is that you want to be, your business, and you be strategic about it. You just be
Yes.
strategic about it. Just be strategic about it on a weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly basis is what you want to look at. What am I doing to put myself out there to let people know who I am, what I do, and how I do it? And then those people that I begin to connect with, they may be someone that I build with and that I grow with, and you work it out that way. That's, to me, that's how you effectively strategize in being able to have the right people around you that will assist you in doing your business and growing your business that way.
I have reached out over the years to several individuals who are where I'm striving to be, and that fell on deaf ear. So I'm a person who does not give up. So we'll start that cycle again with a
Yeah.
different set of people. Again, being an entrepreneur, you feel like you're alone, and I know that I'm not. And so with this platform, which I'm very grateful for, um, it's the start. It's giving me the energy that I need to say, okay, we can actually succeed at this. Um, the pandemic and being an a female Black entrepreneur, I thought it was going to be the end all be all, but by the grace of God, we never shut down. From the time the country shut down, our clients transitioned with us. And that speaks volume for me, because they said, hey, we still need the food. We're just going to do it at a different level. So instead of giving them hot food throughout the pandemic, they got cold bag lunches. We never shut down. So we did a pivot, but now we're back to serving the hot meals, and the word spread. The word out there is that Debbie's food is the best, but she's pricey. And I'm not cutting back on my pricing because I give them quality food. If I'm not going to eat it, I would not serve it. And that's our mission. That's our mantra. If we're not going to eat it, we're not going to serve it. So the like I was telling Donnie earlier, the business is there. There are 119 adult daycares in Maryland. I want all 119. That's my goal. As a class, when I was in the Goldman Sachs class, I
Okay.
graduated in 2018.
So was that with Will Holmes?
Um, yes, it was the Morgan and BCCC, the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program. I was
Mm-hmm.
a student in the 2018 class, and in that class, I learned that this is not just a hobby. That this is a business. That's how they dissect the class. You get a 3-month extensive MBA course based off of Babson College, which is the #1 entrepreneurial school in the country. So they open your business, they open your mind to other avenues. Is this something you really want to do? Will it work? So the result of that class is I can accomplish my goal of getting 119 adult daycares in the state of Maryland. And that's the goal. That's a good goal. We were at 9 pre-COVID. Now we're at 5 because they did not reopen. So we can add 2 or 3 a year continually to reach that goal. And that's just one revenue stream. The other revenue stream is the cream of crab soup. get that business built up online where we can ship it out. And in order to do that, we have to have a USDA certified kitchen, certified for seafood.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the things that I know I need in order to make that happen. The other stream of revenue is the owning of the brick and mortar and bringing in other caterers to help offset the cost of that brick and mortar. So I have three things that I would really love to bring together. The adult daycare, cream of crab soup, and the brick and mortar. And with time, I believe it can be done the right way. And like you said, with the core team of people who are experts in those areas that we need, negotiations, finding the real estate, the correct real estate, looking at the foot traffic of that area, streamlining the cream of crab soup, finding an affordable crab meat at this point is almost impossible. But we can work towards finding affordable crab meat that would not alter the quality of my product. And then lastly, like I said, the brick and mortar foot traffic, the right size building. We wouldn't even have to have, my business, I don't want it to rely on foot traffic. So the brick and mortar would be a production kitchen with a small cafe out front. So we're not really working on having people come in and have 100 people buy food every hour, because we know in the back of that house, we're producing revenue. The front of the house would just be an extra added bonus. So those are the things that I have in my head that I would like help putting to paper and then making it come to be.
Leroy, you had mentioned the SBA. Debbie, have you looked at the SBA, Small Business Administration?
Yes, they have been very good to me, and that's what I'm sitting on right now. I haven't touched
Absolutely,
it. I've got the max that they have allowed, and I'm just sitting on it.
yeah, definitely. I definitely want to connect you with the Baltimore Community Lending, because they'll be able to assist actually on both sides with the brick and mortar getting a location, because they have a real estate side and they have the lending side of it as well
Okay.
too.
Okay.
So yeah, they will definitely, I think, be able to assist with all of that. And with you going through that, the SACS 10,000 strategy program, I know Will Holmes and Robin Haynes are
Yes.
two that actually take through that. So I know you got the structure there. You
Yes.
got the
Yes.
structure, and you built what I know Baltimore Community Lending will be looking for to be able to
Okay.
get you to where you want to get to. So
Okay. Now I would
absolutely.
like to represent the city in a very positive way. Like Donnie said, I'm an alum of Dunbar, which means the world to me. I'm a Morgan
Yeah.
State, I'm a Morgan State graduate. I have a degree in accounting. I've paid my dues. I worked for Gillette in Boston in their accounting department. I was the only pepper amongst all the salt. So that was an eye-opening experience in Boston. I wouldn't trade it for the world because it has made me the tough individual that I am today. I'm not afraid to make the tough decisions.
Absolutely, and I won't hold against you being a poet or a Morganite, because
Okay.
I'm a Clipper and a
What do you
Hawk.
say?
Yeah, I said it. That's right. I said it. I'm a Clipper, Patterson Clipper, and a Hawk. You and me as Hawk. So
His mic went mute. What
I
what
know
was
we
he
couldn't
saying?
hear, right? Who's talking now?
Hold up. What did he say? He a pepper. What he say?
that's right. Proud of it.
Debbie, there's also a group, Sisters for Sisters Network Incorporated. You ever heard of it?
I have not. I'm writing it down now.
Yeah, that's a good one, Donnie. Definitely. Definitely.
Sisters
That's
for
a great
Sisters
organization.
Network Incorporated. And Peggy's out of East Baltimore, but she lived down in PG. Any final thoughts there, Debbie?
Final thoughts are I am very grateful for the opportunity to share the thoughts that are in my head that are now out there for everyone to know so that we can help Debbie's Cuisine Catering get to the next, not the next level, but the next few levels. The opportunity to share and let others see that I'm a Black woman, and it's not always easy. We can't believe what we see on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. They only show the good parts. I'm being raw and transparent. I need help. So if I can encourage others to step out on faith, to do what God has purposed them to do, and know that He will take care of you, that's why I'm here. When I tell you God told me I wouldn't have to pay for anything, He has been true to His word. When I moved into Be More Kitchen, all I had to bring was bodies and utensils. Okay, so when at 11:59 and 59 seconds, don't give up, because God will surprise you. God will make you laugh. So instead of trying to do your plan, do it the way God wants you to do it. And you can't go wrong. Is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. But is it going to be worth it? Yes, it will. Because I'm my own boss. Haven't been on vacation yet. Just started paying myself after 7 years. But it's worth it. So like you said, the Maseratis and all that. Yeah, that looks good. That's not what I want to represent. I want to represent being debt-free, having a debt-free business, and making others' dreams come true, but not forgetting my own dream. So what I'm doing now is taking care of me first, meaning Debbie's Cuisine Catering, so that I can then help others. So that's my thought for today.
Well, good deal. There's a contact information, Debbie's Cuisine Catering.com, 410-504-2848. Leroy, you want to put your contact information out there?
Sure. If individuals want to connect with me, they can connect to our website at www.jnfenterprises.com. They can email us at jnfenterprisesllc@gmail.com, and our phone number is 443-762-2324. We are on social media, Facebook.
Put that phone number out there again, Leroy.
Sure. 443-762-2324. We're on Facebook, JNF Enterprises LLC, or my name, Leroy McKenzie Jr., on Instagram, What's Up Baltimore Magazine, and then also on Twitter at JNF Enterprises as well. So people can connect with us all over, or YouTube as well, too. Under
and by the way, Leroy, you got some books out there, right?
Yes, sir, I do. I do have some books out there. I have one that's coming. It will be released November 16th. It is an anthology, Soul of a Man 3. I Can't Breathe. It's going to be it's a powerful book of 12, 13 men, and each of us writing about our stories as Black men in this journey that we've been on. Phenomenal book. You can pre-order it now. You can go to go to either one of my pages and get the link, or Donnie, I'll put it in the link on your page here, where folks can go to in the comment section, and they can go and pre-order the book November 16th. Soul of a Man 3, I Can't Breathe. It's gonna be it's powerful.
How many books you got out there, Leroy?
That one actually makes my 10th book. That one makes number 10. So and I'm working on several more for 2022 because I got some more to say. So
That's
folks,
wonderful.
7 o'clock tonight for Black USA Crypto News with Kamal Hubbard from the East Bay out on the West Coast. My name's Donnie Glover. Debbie, Leroy, Thank you for joining us today. Have a powerful day. Good morning, world.
Thanks, Donnie.
Thank you. Have a great day.